Let's go ahead and get this thing started here. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. This is my first attempt at this whole Twitch thing, so I don't know how this is gonna go. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about GoFest Day 2. If you guys haven't seen my Day 1 videos, I do have that posted up on my YouTube channel. But I want to talk about GoFest Day 2. I actually recorded the full day, the whole 10 hours on Day 2. And I accidentally deleted every single clip in my camera from Day 2. So all 10 hours of footage, I lost it all. So I wanted to do this stream here, make this video to go ahead and recap my Day 2 Go Fest, show you guys what I got, the new shinies that I got, since I did save all the clips from my phone, but everything from my camera is completely gone. So there's no clips of me talking. This is all just clips from my phone. So I can still show you guys all the shinies that I got, all the other things that I stacked up that day, but I just can't show you guys all the clips of me talking. So unfortunately, it all got erased, all 10 hours worth of GoFest Day 2 clips. So I want to go ahead and get into this here, show you guys what I was able to get here on Day 2. Let me just go ahead and check these before we get out of the app here. So these are all the clips that actually got saved from my phone. So luckily I at least have these to show you guys. If I lost all my camera clips plus all of this, I don't know what I would do, man. Just losing those clips on my camera alone almost made me go crazy. But here it is. Let's go ahead and see if we can just fast forward through this thing. I didn't expect these to come out. I didn't even know these were out until we went out on the start of Day 2. I opened up my game and I saw some of these raids here. This was right in front of us when we first started. So we took down our first Palkia, put this guy into the Pokedex. I don't even remember what the IVs were on this guy. Let's go ahead and fast forward until we take it down here. There is the big boy Palkia. This was 2228 CP. I don't know if I caught this guy with a pineapple or if I caught him with a Raz. I did switch to Raz. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like... Oh, there it is. I thought I missed the Pokedex screen. There is the Pokedex screen. My first Palkia into the Pokedex. Let's see what the IVs were on this thing here. 11, 13, 13 it looks like. So not the best Palkia. But it was my first one of the day and first one into the Pokedex. I don't think anything else happened on this clip here. I did do some shiny checks. I had some Sableye, some Woobats, a Heatmore there. Let me go to the next clip here. This was actually a Dialga that we actually took down right after that Palkia. Dialga went down. Usually my luck is not good on these legendaries. Usually the first one or two will run away from me. But I ended up catching these two guys here. There is my Dialga, 2245 CP. Again, not a good IV Dialga either. But there was some shiny checks after this. I don't remember. Obviously, that wasn't shiny because I didn't get any shiny Tangulas during this event. Let me know if you guys got any shiny Tangulas. The ones I wanted most were shiny Tangela, shiny Alolan Marowak, and the shiny Heatmore. But I didn't get any of the other ones there. This one was actually... so in the research for Day 2, it was heavily leaning towards the Team Rocket. It was all about Team Rocket Day 2. And then you fight each one of the leaders and you get a legendary Shadow Bird on each one of the leaders. Arlo had Moltres, so this was my first Shadow Moltres. I did already have a Shadow Articuno and a Shadow Zapdos. So this was my first Shadow Moltres. Check this guy out here. I do remember the IVs on this guy. There is Shadow Moltres. This one was 1475. So if I wanted to, I can definitely use this guy in the Great League. Check out the IVs on this Shadow Moltres here. 96%, 14, 14, 15. Shadow Moltres. So this guy is definitely going to be a beast. I'm not going to purify him. I'm going to leave him. He will be 100 if I purify it. But I think leaving it as a 96% Shadow Moltres is the right move. Let me know, what do you guys think? Should I purify this guy? Or should I leave it as a 96 Shadow? I also went ahead and there's a Shadow Articuno. I went ahead and removed Frustration from Moltres. During that time, you could TM away Frustration. So I went ahead and did that. These were not good at all again. So Articuno was not good, but these things are still cool, man. I'm not going to purify these guys. I'm going to leave them as shadows. And the last check was a Shadow Zapdos, which is my second Shadow Zapdos. Again, 1496 CP on this one, so I can definitely use this one in Great League if I wanted to. Let's go ahead and see what the IVs were on Zapdos here. This one was a 15, 12, 14. Even though I'm still able to show you guys here, it kind of sucks not having that live reaction. What else is on this clip here? I went ahead and claimed all this stuff. And this was... now I had to go ahead and fight Giovanni for that beast of Shadow Mewtwo, man. That thing was a straight beast. No shinies on these checks here. Here is Giovanni. I think I took this guy down pretty easily. Shadow Mewtwo. I don't know if this was for everybody. I don't know if just Victini was the reward for GoFest participants. Or if it was his Mewtwo as well. If you didn't participate in GoFest and you still got the Shadow Mewtwo, let me know. I don't know if this Mewtwo was only for those of us who did GoFest and then Victini was just for us as well. Or if Mewtwo was for everybody and Victini was for GoFest. I'm not too sure, but get out of here, dude. You got beat up as usual. Here it goes, man. Check this guy out right here. Here is the Shadow Mewtwo. Check this guy out right there. That thing is crazy looking with all those sparks going around it. The Shadow. 1749 CP. And let's see here. Went ahead and took this guy down. IVs on Shadow Mewtwo were not the greatest. 15 HP on this guy, but look at that thing, man. I'm not purifying this guy either. I'm leaving it as is. Let me know if you purified your Shadow Mewtwo. Also, I went ahead and TM'd away Frustration from this guy. But those were the three Shadow Birds and Shadow Mewtwo that I went ahead and took down on day 2. And then we got the Victini here as well. There is Victini. No CP at all pops up on this guy. No circle pops up on this guy. So there it is. There was our first ever Victini. I got a bunch of Pokedex entries. I got the Dialga. I got the Palkia. I got the Rotom on day 1. I got this Victini here. I got Shadow Mewtwo. Well, that's not a Pokedex entry, but it's a new Mewtwo. Let's go ahead and catch this Victini here into the Pokedex. There you go, man. I love seeing that screen. Victini down in the Pokedex. IVs on this thing. Horrible IVs. But, you know, we went ahead and started that guy. First Victini into the Pokedex. Hopefully you guys got yourselves a good Victini. This was the shiny Ponyta that I caught on day 1. This is part of day 1, part 1. So if you're looking for this part, it is in the first video that I posted. I tried to change my shiny luck around. At this point in day 2, I was having absolutely no luck. It looks like it's 1:50 p.m. So we were 3 hours, 10, 11, 12, 1, almost 4 hours into the event, and I was shinyless on the day. So I went ahead and evolved this shiny Ponyta that I got on day 1. Usually when I evolve some shinies on camera, I end up getting shinies, and it came through again. You're going to see here in a second. This little trick worked out for me again. I went ahead and evolved that shiny Ponyta into my first ever shiny Rapidash. I did some shiny checks. I was hoping this Alolan Marowak was going to be shiny, but it was not. Research breakthrough. I checked my Larvitar. That thing was not shiny for the 5th or 6th week in a row. We went ahead and did ourselves a Giratina raid. We do not have this form yet. We only have the... I get the 2 forms mixed up, but I do have the other form. I didn't have this one yet, so I wanted to go ahead and take this guy down while it was here. IVs on this thing were 10, 10, 13. So again, not the greatest. I'm 0 for 3 on the day for good IVs on these legendaries. And check this out. Here is a shiny not too long after. First shiny of the day was shiny Zangoose. That thing is my first shiny Zangoose. It is a regional Pokemon, so this one is probably one of the rarest shinies that I got throughout the event. What were the IVs on this guy? This one was 10, 13, 12, it looks like. Not a good IV, but this actually broke the seal on my shiny list streak. Maybe 3 or 4 minutes after this, I got myself another shiny. Here is our second one. Not even 5 minutes later, this one. All right, there it is. Shiny Quillfish. Second shiny of the day. This one was a big boy, 1333 CP. I broke the seal with that shiny Zangoose. Not even a couple steps later, I went ahead and got the shiny Quillfish. Shiny Sableye check, no shiny. I don't even know why I checked that Numel. Bulbasaur was not shiny. I think that's all that was. Marowak, no shiny on that guy. That's the one I really wanted, man. I wanted that shiny Alolan Marowak. Carvana was not shiny. All right, here is another shiny Quillfish. We actually drove to a new spot right when we were pulling up to park. I clicked on this Quillfish and I got my second shiny Quillfish on the day. I ended up getting 4 shinies on the day, 6 shinies on day 1, 4 shinies on day 2, 10 shinies total, minus the 1 shiny Skarmory that got away from me. So here is the second shiny Quillfish on the day. IVs on this guy were pretty decent on that guy, not too bad. 1141 CP on this guy. We got ourselves another shiny Zangoose. So we got 2 shiny Zangoose and 2 shiny Quillfish on the day. So kind of weird shinies. I got doubles of each. Both of them were my first shiny. So I'll probably evolve one of the shiny Quillfish, and one of these Zangooses I will probably save for a special trade for someone who needs a shiny Zangoose. I went ahead and took down another Dialga. Caught this one here, 2263 CP. IVs on this one. Again, bad. 0 for 6 on the legendaries, on the IVs. And this was the end of, it looks like it was 8:02 p.m. on the screen recording here. So I was just recapping what I ended up catching here. So if you can see on the bottom, starting with the Mudkip, that was my very first shiny of the event, day 1. Then I got the Sableye, Jigglypuff. There is that Ponyta that I just evolved. Got myself a shiny Eevee. Shiny Heatmore, which was probably one of my favorites besides the Zangoose on the shinies today. Or on that day. Then I got the shiny Zangoose, shiny Quillfish. Another shiny Quillfish, and then I got the shiny Zangoose. So those were my total shinies for GoFest 2020. Overall, man, I had a really good time. 20 hours of straight grinding. We did come home for a couple hours on day 1 and day 2. Both days it was about 100. No, I don't think it was that high. I think it was somewhere in the high 90s. So it had to be about 97, 98 degrees. So we ended up just going to the park, finding some shade, and just doing laps around there. I think it was worth it staying at the park. We still got a bunch of shinies. My wife and my kids absolutely went off. All in total, we got 63 or 64 shinies. One of my kids and my wife got about 18 shinies each, I believe. My other son got 10, and another one got like 16 or something like that. I think overall, it was a really good event, man. The spawns were really good. The second day, I like how they mixed it up with the Team Rocket, because I think if they would have just done day 1 all over again, it would have been a little too repetitive, and it would have probably got a little boring. So I'm glad they switched it up to the Team Rocket event on day 2. I could only imagine what the real life or the live events are. You know, getting to travel, getting to be around all these people out there. You know, just the whole vibe, the environment. I could only imagine if this was fun here, staying close to home. I could only imagine what those events are like. So I hope all this stuff clears up by next year. So we can go ahead and go to a live event. and enjoy it that way. So let me know how your guys' Go Fest went. Let me know your overall thoughts. I know there wasn't too many shinies for a lot of people, but again, for us, it wasn't all about the shinies. Um, number one, we had a really good time just with the kids, seeing them get all their shinies, just seeing how excited they were catching all these rare Pokemon. The Dialgas, the Palkias, all this stuff in the raids, the Gibbles, just so much going on, man. We had a good time, but I know some people didn't get as many shinies as they wanted to. Other people went off, so let me know how your guys' Go Fest went. If this was your guys' first Go Fest, or if you guys been to previous Go Fest, let me know how it kind of stacks up for you guys. How you guys compare the two events, because this was our very first Go Fest. Um, we've never been to a live event. This was our very first Go Fest, so I have nothing to compare it to. Um, I have nothing to compare it to, but for us, we had a really, really good time. I just wanted to jump on here, show you guys the recap of my day two, since unfortunately I lost the entire footage on the day two, the whole 10 hours. So, but that's what I wanted to show you guys. I appreciate you guys jumping in here and tuning in with me. Let me know how your guys' Go Fest went. Drop in the comments. Let me know your whole overall experience. Let me know your guys' most rarest shinies that you guys got during the event. We have all the Ultra unlocks. I think the Dragon Week, Enigma Week, all these other things going on we have coming up here in a couple of days. I'm excited for this thing. I will definitely be making some videos during that event. I promise I'm not going to lose that footage, so I'll go ahead and show you guys some of that. But until next time, I will catch you guys on the next video.